riding the mare Gina MVNZ, 14 years of age, by the fabulous Chin Chin. And Brooke has the unenviable job of going first of 21 competitors over this course set by Mark Atkins. Well, that's very sporting. He will be very disappointed, unfortunately, not to get through that first round. She's been a real loyal servant to Brooke over the years. Time allowed 80 seconds in the first round as Jennifer Wood and her best friend, Cocaine Ego Z by Cranky Z. May crack Z on the dam side. As I said before, Jen credits this horse as getting her back in the big time. A horse of a lifetime, as she calls her great stallion, Jennifer Wood, Cocaine Ego Z. Unlucky. Great effort, great forward canter. James Patterson Robinson next out. James rides Kutud. James, a dual Olympian. That's a great effort. Just going so well until those last fences. 74.60 the time taken. Total of 8. 80 seconds time allowed in the first round. So we are taking the top 12 combinations into our second round. Just confirming that Jennifer Wood and Cocaine Ego Z, 8 faults in a time of 71.93. And James Patterson Robinson on Couture, 8 faults, 74.60. 12 combinations going through to our second round as we welcome the campaigner, now 13 years of age, Diamond B Vivienne, by Vivant, in fact, by Conquistador Mare. Unlucky again for Amanda Madigan, Diamond B Vivienne. Wouldn't have been how she foresaw the afternoon going, but unfortunately, jumping at this level, the margin for error is very slight. Now this young lady, just 22 years of age, she won in Caboolture, the last round of the World Cup. She's currently in 4th position on the league standings. Madeline Cinderberry. She rides Cami Z, 10-year-old mare by Concord Z, out of a mare by Zandor Z. So she brings a little bit of form. Didn't win on this horse. It was an injury to a World Cup horse. Madeline Cinderberry in 4th spot on our leaderboard. Cami Z. Clear round. What a clear it was. Fantastic. Madeline Cinderberry, just 22 years of age, take a bow. 68.92. Fantastic riding. Cami Z, who had just had the 4-fault round at Caboolture in the World Cup, goes one better, jumps a clear. And that puts her in contention, obviously, for World Cup points. Our first clear round. EA Jumping, New South Wales Horse of the Year, Nepal Van Talert with the highly capable Amber Fuller in the saddle, currently standing 3rd in the World Cup leaderboard. Clear round. Amber Fuller, Nepal Van Talert. It is some horse. It is some rider in the saddle. All clear. 72.35. Put your hands together again, ladies and gentlemen. They want to know you care. 4th, Madeline Cinderberry on the leaderboard. 3rd, Amber Fuller. And they post us 2 fantastic clear rounds. Great jump off in store. 2nd round, in fact. Billy Raymond. Caprino, 11-year-old, by Carpino, bred by Caitlin Bolger and owned by Jacinta Kinsella. Billy, as we know, has represented Australia at all international levels, famously jumped clear at the recent World Championships in the 1st round. He has all the experience in the world. He's Billy Raymond. He's from Queensland and Caprino. What a round. Used all his worldly experience to produce a stunning clear round. All clear, 74.26, time allowed, 80 seconds. This is shaping up to be a World Cup of some standing. Third clear round. Some highly talented horse and rider combinations going into our second round. Brooke Edgecombe. Now this horse has got some impressive jump. LT Holst Andrea by the Super Sire Casal. He's been having a great show. 14-year-old mare. But has all the scope in the world. What a great round. What a fighter. What a little fighter that horse is, and beautifully ridden by Brooke. Just the one rail, time was good, 73.96. We are taking the top 12 combinations forward to our second round. Tom McDermott on Cooley Gangster. Horse started off as an eventer with Tim Boland. Now very much a show jumper with Thomas, with Sarah McMillan, the joint leader of the World Cup leaderboard at this point. And Tom, the national senior champion. Cooley Gangster, a 10-year-old gelding. Three stunning clear rounds. Joint leader of the World Cup leaderboard as it stands, Tom McDermott, Cooley Gangster. Another great round. Just the one rail. That's not too heartbreaking. A lot of horses have made up ground in second rounds of these World Cup competitions, so he's still very well placed. Aaron Hadlow having a great show. This time Aaron rides the veteran mare, Val Invader, who's won the series, the World Cup Series of Australia in previous years. Aaron with multiple wins and placings at the Waratah World Cup show. Aaron Hadlow, Val Invader. Great job, Aaron. Another four-fault round, but again, his day's not over. He could well come back in the second round. 71.55, the time taken. Reminder that 80 seconds is the time allowed on the first round. Excellent jumping. Waratah Davidson, qualified vet, runs her own breeding program. The Davidsons in Queensland very much invested in coaching next generation and producing next generation horses. Her World Cup horse, for points that is, Checkamore D. She's got 2 rides in the competition. Comes out last with JB Vigilante. Waratah Davidson, Checkamore D. Another great round. Waratah Davidson, Checkerboard D, just the one round again. 74.06, well within the time allowed at 80 seconds. Tell you what, folks, this Waratah World Cup, it's shaping up to be something quite special. That gives us our 4th horse-rider combination only on 4 faults. World Cups have been won from 4 faults in the first round. Olivia Hamoud, the wonderful mare, the 13-year-old mare now by Destinat, out of a Cassini 1 mare. Knockout, 111. Weight for age, one of the best jockeys Australia has produced. And Olivia says, that will do me today. Always putting care of the horse paramount, just the mare not quite on the same page. Last year in New Zealand in the World Cup League, this combination finished 6th. It's Sam Whale, Fleur de la Cour by Corofino, 10-year-old mare. And we welcome our New Zealand visitor to Australia, looking to try and create a 4th clear. Very impressed with the way Sam Whale conducts herself in the saddle. Very tidy package. Let's wish her all the best. All the way from New Zealand to jump at Waratah. Three clear rounds. Madeline Cinderberry, Amber Fuller, Billy Raymond. Sam Whale from New Zealand, Fleur de la Cour. Unlucky, Sam. Time was fantastic, 68.28. 3 rails, 12 faults. Gave a very good account of herself, big forward canter. Jess Pateman, Jess and husband Steve, champion racing jockey, Steve Pateman. Jess rides Kelso by Conquistador. 15 years of age now. Lots of beach training for fitness. Pateman's very big on horse management. Jess Pateman and Kelso. Well, indeed, that was very unfortunate, but our biggest concern is for horse and rider, and thankfully both appear to be okay. Professor Brad Frankham in the ring. Oaks Calypso. Horse of about 3 or 4 stories high. He's a big lad. but Professor Frankham loves him. By Copperbellar Cadiz, bred by Alice Cameron from the Oak Stud. A professor of immunology, keeps himself superbly fit, just had his 58th birthday. And of course with COVID, the professor was extremely busy. And again, like Jen Wood, Brad Frankham credits Oaks Calypso from getting him back into this elite standard of show jumping, back in the big time, back in the World Cup. It would be marvellous to see this combination go well here this afternoon. He's quite an inspiration. He's Dr. Brad Frankham, and he rides Oaks Calypso. Great job. How brave to turn back to that double. Horse just slipped a little behind his leg, almost breaking back to a trot. Brad Frankham, that is a big horse, big horse. And what about a nice round of applause, please, as he leaves the arena. That is a really brave thing to do, to come back to that double. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure Brad appreciates it. I certainly do. With her second ride. Amber Fuller. CP Aratino. Already clear with Nopal Van Teleur. That is a shame. Amber felt something not quite right, and once again, these riders are onto it. They love their horses as much as they love their family. That horse will go and have the very best of attention. Chatton Park, renowned for how they look after their horses, and he will be looked after like a king until he gets that leg better, and we move on. It's James Mooney. James rides the mare, KPH Cavatina by Casiago, out of a staccato mare. First season of World Cup. James, big on producing horses and students, next generation riders. And it would be a very popular clear if we can get James Mooney and KPH Cavatina through the finish flags with none down. What a round. James Mooney, KPH Cavatina, she jumped the house down. James calling for a parachute through the combination. How unlucky, just touched that rail. But look, that's not the end of his afternoon either. 4 faults, he's still in with a shout for the major placings, never mind minor placings of this World Cup. The one rail, James Mooney. Time taken, 75.66. The wily Queenslander, Clem Smith. Oaks Conjurer. Started his World Cup campaign last year. Highly experienced jockey in the saddle. And one of Showjumping's great stalwarts, again from Queensland. Clem Smith, Oaks Conjurer. Horse certainly took a dislike to the Waratah wall, and Clem, being the horseman he is, said, well, you don't have to jump it, not this time round. We'll go and practice at home and come back to fight another day. Clem thinks an awful lot of that horse. Now, the sentimental. He's a silver medalist. He wants gold badly. He wants to go to Paris next year and avenge that idea that he's missing a gold medal. His name's Shane Rose, and he rides Virgil in his 18th year by Vivant. Grand horse that he is. 1 Olympic Games, 2 World Championships. This horse is incredible. And here he is at 18, starting his first World Cup. If there would be a fairy tale, this could be it. Shane Rose, Virgil. So brave, so brave. His first World Cup, he had a couple down. Can we put our hands together, please, for that grand horse? He's been all around the world. He'd have more on his passport than Paris Hilton. He is amazing. He's Virgil. Now, joint leader of the World Cup standings with Tommy McDermott. Her name is Sarah McMillan. She's from the Central Coast. She's riding outstanding at this event. She came second at Caboolture to Maddie Cinderberry last World Cup round. She's equal top, and she can ride a pony. Getting better and better every round. Equal top of the World Cup standings, Sarah McMillan, Tyrone. Well done, Sarah. Sarah McMillan, Tyrone. 2 rails down. Her nemesis, Tom McDermott, Coolie Gangster, went round for 4 faults. So in the second round, if we can get Sarah McMillan into the second round, she really needs to get that clear round. So there's a bit of pressure there as we welcome the last rider in the first round. Matea Davidson, JB Vigilante. The World Cup horse, Checkermore D, went round for 4 faults, 74.06. So would more than likely get into the next round. Well done, Matteo. Annoying late falling rail at 9B. Nonetheless, that concludes our first round. Matteo Davidson, JB Vigilante, just the one rail, 76.41. Our judges now will determine the top 12 combinations going into the second round, while our brilliant course arena party now dismantle and rebuild for our second round. 12 combinations going through. And we'll be back to announce the 12 combinations officially very shortly. But right now, we'll take a short break. Time to grab refreshments, quickly visit the retail village. But you'll agree, that was a great start to our World Cup. 3 riders jumping clear, and they're worth mentioning again. Madeline Cinderberry, Cami Zed jumped clear. Amber Fuller, Nopal Van Talert, and Billy Raymond Caprino all jumped clear. They will be at the back of the draw. The 12 riders to come out are seeded on their faults from the first round. So those that are clear will be going last 3 in the second round. It's all happening in this great hall at the Waratah Showjumping World Cup, and we'll be back very shortly. Now folks, just before the jump off, or second round I should call it, don't forget you are allowed to cheer. These horses getting used to this indoor atmosphere. The final for the World Cup is always held indoors. Our horses go over there and it's something they don't see enough of. So for your favorite riders at the start and the finish of the round, by all means cheer loudly. The horses will get used to it, the riders love it. They hear some volume in here, creates atmosphere, and you can be sure it will filter through to the warm-up. But remember, the World Cup final is held indoors. There are people screaming and cheering on their national riders. So please, feel you can get engaged. Give these riders a lovely welcome. The more you clap, the higher they will jump. Now we mentioned Sarah, joint leader coming into this event with Tom McDermott. She's first out in our second round. So to put some pressure, and let's face it, it is pressure at this level. It's full on, it's jumping at the elite level. Reputations are at stake. Professions are at stake. It's big. We're playing for sheep stations in the old measure. Sarah McMillan, she's had 2 down in the first round. There is pressure, but she can handle it to jump a clear in the second round, to put some work back in the thought process of Tommy McDermott when he comes out with Coolie Gangster. Let's wish her all the best of luck in the world. Joint leader coming into this competition. Sarah McMillan, Tyrone. Well done, Sarah. 13 faults combined, total of 21. Time allowed in the second round is 59 seconds. Jennifer Wood and the stallion, Cocaine Ego Z. Again, in the first round, 8 faults. Pressure, you betcha. World Cup show jumping. Jennifer Wood really loves to get a strong canter in front of her leg. You'll notice course builders thought that the wall to 14 would ride a booming 5. More of a 5.5. What will Jen do there? Will she wait in the 6 after the wall or go the 5? We're about to find out. Jennifer Wood, Cocaine, Ego Z. Well done, Jen Wood. Just the one rail. Finishes on a total of 12. Interesting, folks, interesting. So Jen comes out of 5AB and gets the 6, not the 7 this time. But that is riding long, isn't it, in the 5. So Jen got 6 coming off the wall. And I don't think anyone's going to go 5 strides there. Prove me wrong, Tom McDermott. But coming off the wall to that vertical, it's a short approach. Matea Davidson, Checkamore D, 4-fault round from the first round, coming forward. Again, time allowed, 59 seconds in this round. Information will be filtering back to the warm-up, how these lines are riding. From Queensland, Matea Davidson, Checkamore D. Beautiful in the 6. What a round. What a round. Matea Davidson, Checkamore D. That was class on top of class. Turned short to the last line, still got her 5 strides. And now we know it's 6 and 6. That's the comfortable line out of the double. Beautiful 6 strides for Matea Davidson, and then the little weight for the 6 over the wall. But then, of course, she turned inside that wall and produced a lovely 5-stride exit over the last fence. Had such fun with his Stallion Blue at JB Evolution, that is, at World Cup. Now Molly rides Blue as a gelding. This is his new baby, KPH Cavatina by Casiago, a mare in her first year of World Cup. Something good happens here and we will knock the roof off this place. James Mooney, KPH Cavatina. Coaxing the mare, giving her a wide berth. It's okay. This is a baby at this level. Well done, Jimmy. Couple of rails, but that mare's on the up and up. Well ridden, sir. James Mooney, KPH Cavatina, one for the future. Casiago lives on in that mare, and Jimmy will be stoked. Matea is due out now with the second horse, so we'll just give her a little time to prepare accordingly. As I pointed out, clear rounds are coming at the end of this draw. Great to see you're engaged with this, folks. This is top-class show jumping in the atmosphere in the indoor, filtering back outside. They can hear you. You let them know what you think when they come through those gates and when they jump that last fence. We don't have to be quiet. Wasn't that great to see? James Mooney back with a new horse at this level, KPH Cavatina. Matea Davidson out in front at this point. Checkermore D carrying 4 with that beautiful clear round in the second round. Jennifer Wood sits second, Cocaine, Ego Z, and James Mooney looking for a place with Cavatina. So if you've just joined us, Matea Davidson had 2 horses through to the jump off. She's gone with her World Cup horse. She's due out now with JB Vigilante. But this is show jumping at its best. There'll be lots of fans overseas watching on the Australian Equine Network, including the Steve Gerhardt fan club, who go crazy, crazy. We can show them overseas also what the Australians can do when they love their show jumping so much. We've got our own heroes too. Billy Raymond, Amber Fuller, Madeline Cinderberry, all jumping clear. Maddie, who won the last round at Caboolture, just 22 years of age. We're ready to go. Let's give her a lovely welcome. It's Matea Davidson, JB Vigilante. Presently on top of the leaderboard with Checkermore D, has come out in the second round and produced a marvelous clear with Checkermore D. Carrying 4 from the first round. A great advocate for women in sport, a qualified vet, a busy mother, breeder of young horses. Ladies, can you mix professional life and sporting life? You betcha. This is our example. Matea Davidson, JB Vigilante. Ridden that line beautifully on the 6. Tactics inside Keaton. Wow. Great riding, Matea. So skillful, so skillful. Realize getting inside the wall, she just dropped a little away in the ground stakes, moved up beautifully in the 5. Now the little horse that jumps the top of the wings. It's not the size of the dog, but it's the size of the heart and the dog, and these two have plenty in spades. It's Brooke Edgecombe, LT Holst Andrea, by the Super Sire Casal. As good an example of a Casal product as anywhere internationally. And hello, we're looking at rehearsing our inside lines. Carrying 4 faults from the first round. This great little horse, beautifully bred, excellently ridden. Brooke Edgecombe, LT Holst Andrea. Oh, love your work. Brooke Edgecombe, LT Holst Andrea, you two are so brave. Turned up, jump, lots of scope. Brooke Edgecombe goes into second spot. A 4-fault round in both rounds. What a horse. Coolie Gangster, Tom McDermott, equal first coming into this event, carrying 4 from the first round. The horse that started off as an eventer, Tim Boland, saw a lot of promise in Coolie Gangster, imported him from Ireland. And now here he is in the show jumping ring with our national senior champion and already getting a wiggle on. Tom McDermott, Cooley Gangster. How clever, jumping right of centre. What a shot. To the last. Clear. Oh, can you believe it? That wretched pole had one syllable of clear out in the microphone before it fell, you wretched pole. What an outstanding ride. Tom now goes into second spot. The time, 47.92, outstanding. Matea and Checkamordi, 56.84. Tom and Cooley Gangster, 47.92. The great mare that is Val Invader by Valhalla. Aaron Hadlow on a stunning run of form. Carrying 4. Now it lets the mare scurry. Turns, elects to go wider. Keeps the momentum. And again, but he's banking on speed, keeps the momentum, like a polo pony turn. Great job, Aaron. All clear. 51.70. He knows his mare, he knows the horse. He knew that going wider and faster was the way to go. Aaron Hadlow to the top of our leaderboard with that clear round. The mare has done it again. She's so competitive, fights for Aaron. Every stride fighting for a clear. Now, talking about clear, the first of our clear rounds from the first round. Billy Raymond, vastly experienced. The 13-year-old Caprino, a gelding by Carpino, bred by Caitlin Bolger, owned by Jacinta Kinsella. What does Billy do? A clear will send him to the top. If he has a rail, he's got to beat that outstanding ride of Aaron and Val Invader, all clear in the second round, carrying 4 from the first, 51.70. That looked to be a terrific time. All will be revealed. The last 3 horses, the seeded draw in the second round. The first of our clears, the international rider. He hails from Queensland. It's Billy Raymond, Caprino. Swishing. Turning in the air. Unlucky. Billy Raymond, just the one rail, 51.43. 51.43. Now get this, folks. Aaron Hadlow, Val Invader, 51.70. Billy Raymond, Caprino, 51.43 to the top of our leaderboard. How tight? Amber Fuller, the horse with the most athletic hock action, rear end action we've seen for many years. Nopal Van Talert is the horse, 10 years of age. Amber Fuller, hugely capable Amber Fuller, and the brilliant Nopal Van Talert. Looking for their first double clear. She's done it! Amber Fuller salutes her supporters. Let's really bring the house down, folks. What a round. Amber Fuller, Nopal Van Talert, ranking numero uno. Double clear. 53.97. Normally, if a 22-year-old comes in last with this sort of pressure, you'd worry. Somehow I don't. This is Maddie Cinderberry. She's built differently. Successful in juniors, successful in young rider, and now having won a World Cup last time out. This horse, 4 faults in Caboolture. Can she go one better? Can she beat 53.97 and all clear? She's just 22. She's Madeline Cinderberry, Cami Zed. So brave, so brave. Maddie Cinderberry, Cami Zed, she went for it. She really went for it. Got there on more of a 5.5 than the 6 she was looking for, but that happens at this level. What a brave effort. Madeline Cinderberry, Cami Zed, goes into second spot. There's no disgrace there. I believe the champion of today is Amber Fuller and Nopal Van Talert, all clear in 53.97. I'll have that confirmed through our judges. But what great sport, ladies and gentlemen. And when this horse, which I do believe Amber's won, don't go too much away in your droves, because we'd love to bring this house down when Amber comes through those gates. Back very shortly. 12 placings in our World Cup. A popular victory, Amber Fuller. She loves this horse and he loves her, and they get together and they jump higher and wider. Great to see ground jury members here, international judges. Our official party now, ready for these 12 riders who have ridden with such gusto this afternoon. Let's begin our presentation as our official party Nathan Wood and Michael Archer, our senior judge. Congratulations again to our winner of the Waratah World Cup round, Amber Fuller, Nopal Van Terlert. Exceptional jumping, the only double clear. 22-year-old, she had a go, didn't she? Maddie Cinderberry, Cami Zed. Not as brave as one line, brave as 10. Billy Raymond had a real crack too, just the one rail in the second round, and Caprino in third. The Great Mare, Val Invader, with Aaron Hadlow in fourth. Matea Davidson rode so well, had two horses in the jump off. Checkamore D in fifth. Useful World Cup points for leader, joint leader coming into this round. Tommy McDermott, Cooley Gangster. In seventh spot, the Casale bred LT Holst Andrea, ridden by Brooke Edgecombe. Matea Davison again was eighth with JB Vigilante. Jennifer Wood, hello Jennifer Wood fans. Presented by her husband Nathan, Cocaine Ego Z ninth. And then equally, James Mooney. KPH Cavatina. James is back on the World Cup circuit big time. Disappointing for Sarah, but she has the heart of a lion, this girl. She'll come back fighting. Sarah McMillan in 11th, and Tyrone. And rounding out the prizes, dual Olympian James Patterson Robinson and Katut. Well done to all those horse rider combinations. Absolutely gave us great entertainment. And as is tradition, we will shortly have a word with Amber K. Williams, our international judge from New Zealand. Just reminding you, the Australia-New Zealand Challenge about to take place in our young riders next class. As we make our way towards the victorious Amber. I might give you that, please, Amber. You are a top horse. Yeah, he can do whatever he wants in my book. Amber Fuller, your first reaction to that wonderful ride, the only double clear. How are we feeling this afternoon?
We're feeling fantastic, Martin. The horse was just wonderful. He couldn't have jumped better. So when it's good like that, when the horses jump like that, they just make our job so easy. And I really was just along for the ride. So what can I say? He's amazing.
I am used to your modesty. Good horses take good riders. You ride him beautifully. You're a great combination together. And I don't want to put words into your mouth, but in a way I do, because we had discussions and have had discussions about where the benchmark might be for you two. And we mentioned the city of romance. We mentioned Paris next year. There's a big event in Paris next year in 2024.
The Paris.
The Olympic Games. And we also mentioned to George that potentially to give you the next step, do you think a European trip is on the cards?
You never know. It might be. But that's up to our owners, next owners, Alex Douglas. And so it depends. But certainly he's earned that idea, so we'll just see where it goes. But you never know.
You never know in the big smoke. But how great would it be to see this combination have a real crack at potentially representing Australia, because you do us proud. And when you're on course, there's fairly a chill goes up the spine. It's great to watch. So well done again for today.
Thanks so much, Martin. I just want to I just want to say thanks to everybody that supported the show, and most importantly to Edwina Mitchell, who without we wouldn't have anything like this. She's a miracle worker. She works tirelessly. She puts so much into the sport, and Waratah is just one of the many things that she does. And show jumping in Australia would be very much lesser if it wasn't for her and her hard work and her effort. So we all love you, Edwina. Thanks for everything. And I'm especially honoured to win this class that you've put on, because you are amazing and one of my closest friends. So thank you very much.
And thank you, Amber. And just the last little thing, my son-in-law and daughter gave this painting to me a couple of years ago, Waratah, because of Waratah Showjumping. So I put little plaques of the winners. And you will join the winners of Val Invader last year and Billy Raymond in 2019. Well, that was Aaron, of course. But anyway, so congratulations, Amber. Congratulations, all of you riders. I have to say special congratulations to my little Chookie on that fabulous little pony. Mr. Perfect, he is fantastic. Martin, thank you for your efforts. To my sponsors, amazing, Alex Douglas, MC, the Miles family again, Nathan, Luke Brown, fantastic, Agnes Banks and Deirdre Hartog. To the officials again, last word shouldn't be to me, but thank you very much. And well done, Amber.
Hear to that. And I absolutely echo Amber's thoughts on the efforts that Edwina Mitchell does for show jumping here in Australia. Are we doing photos now or after? Okay, that's all good. So Amber, you have... We have one last ask of Nepal and Amber. And that is to do the traditional lap of honour. We're all standing, wishing to send you around this great arena where you've done so well. Apparently, the horse that he is, he'll get gassed a bit, so just 1 second. We want to quickly do a photo shoot because Amber is of the opinion that if he goes around here at full pace, the chances of getting a photograph are very slim. He is a special horse, just 10 years of age. Sourced from Europe by Chatham Park, and worth all the plaudits. He is an exciting jumping machine. Of course, Chatham Park with head coach George Sanna have been right at the pinnacle of jumping in the top grades in Australia for many decades. Okay, photos are taken. Amber Fuller, Nepal Van Talert, your crowd awaits you. We want to all say what a great afternoon we've had. These riders will now sort themselves out and let Amber lead off the winner of the World Cup qualifier at the fabulous Waratah fixture, Amber Fuller, Nepal Van Talert, the only double clear in the second round. Maddie Cinderberry, Cami Zed in second. Billy Raymond, Caprino in third. Aaron Hadlow, Val Invader, fourth. Matea Davidson in fifth, Checkamore D and eighth. Brooke Edgecombe, seventh. Jennifer Wood, Cocaine Ego Z in ninth. Jimmy Mooney, 10th with his new superstar, Cavatina. Sarah McMillan will be back with a vengeance. And James Patterson Robinson in 12th. We have one more look at the winner of our World Cup qualifier. She's about to come down the long side. One more time, Amber Fuller, Nepal Van Talert.